Good morning, YouTube. We're out here kind of out towards Galise again, and we've got a little situation here with a cluster of ash trees that are going to come out. They're not able to move this trailer, they're not able to move any of this stuff here, so it's kind of a work around it and make it happen type of thing. So it's just me and Jeff today. We've got some decay down here. You know, you can see it looks like there used to be another lead. That's the side of it there. But it goes up. There's a couple that are already leaned out and gone just right to just fall. You know, this one here will just fall. This one here might have to take a little bit off of this here, because if we fall it, it might want to work like a kickstand and tip back over. If it works as a kickstand too early, it could land on the awning there to whatever that is. Then this one here, this one's leaned out pretty well. There's some limb weight on the back side. I guess our main concern with that one is that we do have some decay down there. So, you know, and you can see kind of a void strip running through here. So it's a little concerning of what the actual condition of it is on the inside. But I think it'll be good for that. Then this one here, again, a lot of decay, a weird strip, and this one is back leaning, so we'll be pulling over a back leaner there, and this little one will probably just do a little bit of shredding while we're setting a tag line or a pull line for this one. Just come down and on the way down and do some hand shredding of this and make a little pile here. What's your favorite part about this job, Jeff?
I don't know yet, man.
Is it the no cleanup part?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
yeah, it's definitely the no cleanup part. I can't believe you forgot about that already. We've got that, and we've got more work. So we're gonna start getting these down, show you the process, and then take you along for a ride on the other trees. Sorry guys, the first tree didn't end up even being cool. It was way too hung up with grapevines to even fall it nicely. It was just like trying to rip Velcro apart slowly, but we got it down. All right, we got another section of this ash here. A little decayed in there. And it was leaning back and over. So it's like leaning out this way. Boom. You know what that means. So we've got it up over a good limb there, a decent limb, and being pulled out that way to a Mazdam puller to kind of compensate the lean. And I'm not gonna hinge it right at the Mazdam, but I'm gonna hinge it more over there where it wants to go. So here we go. Okay, you wanna go start cranking it over? Just to your right. I think I'm gonna cut a tad. All right, so we're on to the sketchiest one, probably. Really decayed. Back leaning. We've got it, you can see the tension. You see that bow? There's a little bit of a bow. That's tension. I don't think it's too much, but it's definitely a lot. So as I cut it, it's probably gonna go and kind of come forward just a little bit. And then Jeff will be out in the woods putting more tension on it and pulling it over. So it's gonna be a perfect little harmony of making the right cut and leaving the right hinge and then pulling it. So here we go. I got about 4 inches on a thin strip. Okay. So I'm going to tap a wedge in. Okay. I guess we'll go ahead and start pulling it. Okay, go ahead and start cranking a bit. All right, YouTube. That was a little sketchy, okay? Right here with these trailers. And that's what we had on it. I left a pretty strong hold and an open face because the last thing we want is that face cut closing up and losing control of it and cranking against the face as it's closed. So the wood in here was a little pithy. I wasn't sure, you know, from here out is no good. So I wasn't sure how much we really had, so that's why I left it a little thick. And then backed it up with some wedges a little bit, just so that we are able to keep everything that we had. But yeah, there it is. That's what it looks like. This is the face cut. And then that's what I had for the back cut. A little room for wedges too. Now we're just gonna pull over this little back leaner. There it is, guys. Little mini hinge. All right, guys. We're over here in a different sector of the property. And this big fir tree here, they're worried about that big dead top. I suggested, you know, it may be on the way out. You know, maybe we fall it, because it's probably going to be an issue in the future, and their septic is right next to it too. So they just want the top out. So Jeff's going up there. He's going to SRT up and then kind of, you know, climb up the limbs and whatnot. He's going to take the camera with him, and you'll see the view of this top coming out. So stand by. I'll be probably pulling it from down here. All right, Jeff just pulled up the 440. It's about 25-inch diameter or so up there, 23, 24, 25-inch diameter. And we're pulling this top out. And what I have down here is a 3-to-1 with a pulley beaner to take a little bit of the friction out of going through that knot. So, and I've still got more room to tension it back up there to there if needed. It's pretty tight. You can see the line's pretty straight. There's not a lot of sag in it. I think that there's enough pre-tension once he starts getting into that back cut that you know, the stem will be relieved back and the top will come forward. So, but we'll see. I might have to pull on it and give it a little bit more. Okay, just cutting one more limb off and a piece of firewood, and that's it. And then we'll move to a whole different sector and do a couple more dead. I think 3 more dead first. All right, guys, we're over here at the tree house, is what it's called, the tree tops, and we've got this dead fir here. And we're both way up in the air on whether or not we're going to be able to wedge this thing down the hill. So we took the extra precaution and put a line in it. And we're going to go ahead and give it a freaking whack-a-mole. We're going to try and wedge this thing over and see how it goes. If we're not able to get it, then we're going to hike down the hill and we're going to pull it over And I don't know if you guys can see, but that is about as steep as it gets. I'm pointing the camera straight right now, and it's just boom, drop off. So anyways, let's get to cutting.
What are you seeing?
We were getting it.
Seems a little soggy.
A little bit. Maybe a little more on the other one. Do we have any more on the other one?
Cracked.
I wonder,
I'm gonna tap this back one.
okay. It's right there.
What if we scratch the front?
That's
of
what
the
I'm
face
thinking,
cut?
is I might tickle the face just a tad. And I'm wondering if it'd be good to,
Oh, it's going. Popping.
yeah, it's right
Let me
there.
tap this one one more time. It might need to be a little out of the face, maybe.
All right, guys, Jeff and I are on to the last two trees. Jeff's heading up his right now. Dead fir. And we got another one here with actually a power line coming off the deck, hooked to it, and it's running down the hill. So the perfect spot to bomb this thing is filled with power line. So I'll probably get up there, take all the branches off this backside, and then put a top out somewhere in there. I think Jeff's gonna get above that madrone, and then he's gonna bomb the top out over the top of the madrones. And we can't have the wood roll away down the hill or anything, so we'll have to do something in the means of keeping them on the hill. A little soggy feeling. Yeah. Alright guys, we got Jeff ready to take his top. Don't want to miss that. Nice job, man. Nice job, man.
Nice job, man.
That one felt a little heavy.
That was nice. Coming out. No. No. Legit! I meant to do that. Is this blinking?